So first tell me, you love animals.
Yes.
Which is your favorite animal?
Dog and cat and wolf.
Whoa!
I also like bear.
What do you like in a dog?
They always get unconditional love and they give us unconditional love.
Wow! What are the benefits of animal assisted therapy for children on the autism spectrum?
The dog acts as an entire sensory package, and for these kids, they need that stimulus. So, if you go to see the dog, gives that the fur is soft, the paws are rough, the nose is wet. So, you can see them exploring the dog as they need that sensory stimulation. And that's how they, and again, the dog is responding when the child is petting a dog. The dog is responding to it. The most benefits which I see for the kids with autism with AAT is that the one which I mentioned was that the kids get an open space to express themselves without any judgment during an AAT session. The kids are free to be themselves and be a part of the sessions. There is no force on them to do things in a particular way. So, and they enjoy being in a setting. When we are working with kids with autism, what we see is that the entire focus of the room is shifted towards the dog. So kids who are, say, hyperactive, who are jumping around, who are not able to sit in one place, their entire attention, they'll be doing their things, they'll be moving around, but the focus would be on the dog.
So, welcome both of you to the Dolly show today. I am truly happy because we have a special guest with us today. So, yes, as we always have a combination, we have a professional here who is Aakash sir, and we have our very special guest who is Siddharth. And Siddharth will tell us what he has done, the wonders he has done, and a little sneak peek into his life. Okay, Siddharth?
Okay.
Great. So, first, can I speak to Aakash sir once?
Okay.
Great. So, we'll start with you, sir. We very well know you are into animal assisted therapy, which in itself is an amazing thing that you're doing. You are a co assistant. First and foremost, can you just explain that term?
Yes. So, animal assisted therapy, if you go to see, there is always a therapy dog or a therapy animal in the picture. There is a therapist who has to be a trained psychologist or a counselor, also trained into animal assisted therapy. So, and then there is a handler or someone to handle the dog. So it is a team of 3 who conducts the entire session. So I, being from non-counselor, non-therapy background, I being from the non-psychology background, I do the handling part and the team management part. So to give you a brief, I am the co-founder of Animal Angels Foundation and Animal Angels Therapy Center. Me and Meenal, we both run Animal Angels. It's been 20 years now that we are in this field, more than 20. Meenal started in 2003. Back then, there was no work done in this field, and she's the pioneer to get this field in India. I happened to join Animal Angels by not by luck, but luck was there because Meenal, being my sister, it was easier to get into it. But I had the inclination to be with animals. There was always a connect. I never had a pet before back then. Even Meenal doesn't have a dog, but she's still doing work in this field. So I started with training dogs. I was very fascinated by how dogs can be helpful. So back then, when it all started, I had just completed my 12th, or yeah, I had just completed my 12th, or I was getting into engineering. Like how it is, we first have to do engineering and then explore what you like. So that was the traditional path which I was following, and I did my engineering. Meanwhile, I used to assist Meenal. I used to visit as a volunteer, try to be on the field, get to know what she is doing, and I got interested into it. I got interested into training dogs, especially because that was one thing which helped me reflect on how I am with an animal. So I started with that, and so during weekends I used to train dogs. It was just a start, but then after doing my engineering, I was working for a couple of years, but I found out that this is what I am really passionate about, and that's how I shifted completely. I left my job and then focused completely on uh, building animal angels. So that's how it all started.
Fabulous. So, Akash, sir, first and foremost, tell me, what are the benefits of animal assisted therapy for children on the autism spectrum?
So uh, the most uh, benefits which I see for the kids with kids with autism with AAT is that the one which I mentioned was that the kids get an open space to express themselves without any judgment during an AAT session. The kids are free to be themselves and be a part of the sessions. There is no force on them to do things in a particular way. So and they enjoy being in a setting. So when a dog is so when we started, or when we when we are working with kids with autism, what we see is that the entire focus of the room is shifted towards the dog. So kids who are, say, hyperactive, who are jumping around, who are not able to sit in one place, their entire attention, they'll be doing their things, they'll be moving around, but the focus would be on the dog. Like they'll do, say, if they are jumping, they'll go jump around, come pet the dog, again go jump around. Or if the child is not able to, say, focus on a particular thing, but you can see him fixated on the dog, like he'll try to explore. The dog also acts as an entire sensory package, and for these kids, they need that stimulus. So if you go to see, the dog gives that the fur is soft, the paws are rough, the nose is wet. So you can see them exploring the dog as they need that sensory stimulation. So, and that's how they, and again, the dog is responding when the child is petting a dog. The dog is responding to it. The dog is wagging his tail. You can see the child smiling at the same time. The dog is going and licking the face. The child is feeling well. So all these things happen so unconditionally, and that's how it helps the children to be themselves rather than doing a particular structured activity. So recently we had the Friendship Day celebration in most of the schools, where all the kids made friendship bands. They tied it to their friends. Some of them tied it to the dog. So we could see that like the willingness to do it for the dog is more than to a particular person or to a friend. To a friend, it is like they have their, like all the kids have a particular favorite friend in school, but everyone was ready to do it for the dog. So we saw that everyone tied it to the dog, because then the friendship is very unconditional there. So like, yeah, these are the things which we can see. And then a lot of things that you will not be able to see it like immediately in conventional therapies. You can maybe see those results pretty quickly in animal assisted therapy. Like what we have seen is that the hyperactivity especially, or the eye contact kind of thing, where a lot of kids are not able to look into the eyes. We are able to build it more through animal assisted therapy, and then translate it to uh, with the therapist and with the parents, or with others, peers
in a social
eventually.
setting.
Yes. So working on social development, emotional development is what we have seen, is that through animal assisted therapy it becomes more easier to do these things.
So, yes, we have come to the start. We will delve deep definitely. Before that, I would love to talk to Siddharth today. I am super excited to talk to you, Siddharth. So, first, tell me, you love animals.
Yes.
Which is your favorite
Dog and cat and wolf.
animal? Whoa!
And I also like bear.
Oh, wow. So, tell me, have you encountered or have you touched a bear or a wolf ever, or how is it like?
I have not touched them, but I watched cartoons of bear.
Oh, that's so nice. So, you have seen cartoons, or maybe you must be seeing National Geographic Channel. So, do you see all that?
No, I don't see
You
that.
don't. You don't. Okay. Do parents does Papa restrict you no TV? No? Okay. So tell me, what do you like in a dog?
That they always get unconditional love and they give us unconditional love.
Wow. Have you experienced that?
Yes.
Can you please explain?
Even like I have 3 stray dog friends,
Mm-hmm.
and whenever I feed them, they still give me love. If I don't feed them, they still love me.
Oh my god. That is such a true answer that you have given. So you go to school,
Yes.
and I have read about you that you, while you go to school or when you're coming back, you feed your friends, your
Yes.
dogs.
Actually, cats.
Mm-hmm. You feed cats.
Yes.
Okay. So those are also your friends.
Yes.
Nice. So what has your experience been with cats?
Experience is that I pet them, and some cats are actually scared of me.
Mm-hmm.
When I go near them, they run away,
Mm-hmm.
and some cats stay
Mm-hmm.
and pet. They let them pet. I pet them.
Pet them. Oh, so cute. So do you have a pet at home?
No, actually, I have a pet fish
Mm-hmm.
and I have one pet lobster.
Oh, this is interesting. Pet lobster.
Yes.
How do you take care of the pet lobster?
My father takes care of them,
Okay.
and it is a very small lobster.
Okay. Isn't it scary?
No, not really.
Do you feed the lobster or?
No, I just watch what he's doing.
So, can you explain? I am eager to know.
Mainly, it hides
What's-
underneath.
Okay. And what about the fish?
They always roam around. Then, when they see food, they come up and then they eat.
Okay. Okay. So, I got to know a bit about your animal love. As you spoke about food, tell me which is your favorite food?
I have many specific food.
Give me five. Which you love the
I
most?
like burger, then pizza, then I like fried chicken,
Oh.
then I like tacos,
Oh.
then burrito.
Okay. And which are two foods that you don't like?
Actually, I don't like this vegetable called karela.
Do you like Karela?
No.
Many of us don't like, but I love curd.
But one thing I don't enjoy eating is red velvet cake because it is too much sugary.
This is something new. This is something I was not expecting. I thought you must be loving desserts.
Yes, I love desserts, but
this
not too sugary.
Oh, nice. So, definitely, what does your daily meal look like?
It is two rotis and with one sabji, like either it is a sweet potato or it is dal
Mhm.
or it is any vegetable. Except Karela, it is any vegetable.
Any vegetable. And so, are you able to like identify that yes, this is healthy food for me and this is unhealthy food for me?
Yes, actually, if it's not fried, it is healthy.
That's correct. That's right. I just wanted to know.
So he
Okay.
is very health conscious.
I can see that. I can see that. But when you said burger and pizza, it ticked my head.
Burger and pizza is actually healthy because pizza is baked,
Mhm.
and burger it can be healthy if the burger patty is grilled or air fried.
Wow, that is amazing.
Actually, I know what happens if people eat sugar. I've seen in videos. I heard this man saying that after eating our sugar cravings increases.
So after listening to that, have you reduced your sugar intake?
Yes, I am.
Wow, a very conscious effort. Even I have not been able to. I need to learn from you, which is great. Okay, tell me, when you go to school, do you have friends?
Yes, I have friends.
And how does your day in school look like?
I sit in class, then I study, then I talk to teacher, then I talk with my friends, then I share my lunch and I eat their lunch also.
Yes. And your friends interact with you, they're happy, you are happy with them.
Yes, I'm happy, but only sometimes we become unhappy with each other.
Yes, that happens in everyone's life, correct? We have friends, sometimes we are happy, sometimes we fight a little, and then we are back again more happy, which is great. So, yes, I have got to know a bit about you, and we will talk more about your interests and what you like to do. Before that, I will just come back to Akash sir and get to know more about him. So, yes, I am very interested to know, how do you train animals? I mean, that in itself is a task. So, how do you train these animals to be able to, give therapy to children who are on the autism spectrum?
So therapy training is actually very different from normal basic obedience training, where in normal training or basic obedience training, most of the trainers what they do is they'll be using treats to reinforce a particular behavior. Okay, so it is more treat oriented, or it is more about getting the dog to follow certain commands. That is the basic obedience training, where the dog is trained to follow or to respond to the trainer who is training the dog. In therapy training, the training goes beyond just basic obedience commands like sit down, stay, or where the dog has to follow your commands. In therapy training, what we basically work on is to build the confidence of the dog, uh, to work on empowering the dog to understand why the dog is in this situation. Because for a normal dog, if we take the dog in such a setting where there are, say, six, 5 to 10 kids uh, on the spectrum, and the dog will get scared when the dog sees kids jumping around or sudden screaming. So the dog may not be used to all of this. So even if it is a well trained dog and there is a handler and he's making the dog sit, the dog may not understand the purpose of why the dog is there. So therapy training, it goes beyond the normal commands where we work on the confidence of the dog. We train the dog to, so it is more about the on-field exposure, the on-field training, because even in when we train the dog, there can be like demo scenes where we'll make a louder sound. So basically, we train the dog or we reinforce the dog to not respond to sharp or say if there is a loud sound or flappy movements. If the child is moving his hands in front of the dog may get scared or the dog may move back. So it is making the dog understand all these things. And when we take the dog on field, maybe walking in a narrow space with children coming onto the dog. So there are different things in therapy dog training. So basically building the confidence of the dog to interact with such kids. So a lot of kids don't have impulse control. So even desensitizing the dog with different kind of touch, different kind of sounds, different kind of smells in hospital setting. If we are taking the dog, every hospital or even a corporate, every place has a different smell.
Yes.
And for dogs, that is the primary sense which the dogs use. So we train the dog to all to get desensitized to all these things, and that's how it helps. And then during the session, what happens is when the dog is with all these children, or when the dog is on field, the main training part is not just getting the dog used to all of this, to reinforce how the dog responds to a particular situation. So every dog, if you go to see, gives or has that sense of understanding human emotions even before a human undergoes that. So if say there is a child who is hyperactive and who may have a meltdown, so the dog will know that the child is going to have a meltdown, and then the dog will go and nudge the child or go and lick the child, and which will help the child to then maybe calm down a little bit. Or if the child is a little unsettled, the dog will go and nudge the child or go near the child and interact with. So during the therapy training, we reinforce this behavior where the dog initiates that interaction with the patient, and then to build on it. So it is more about the on-field work that the dog gets to do. But to come to that point, before that, we have a temperament test, because not all dogs can do that.
Ask you,
Yeah.
because definitely all dogs will not be able
Correct.
to do this kind of a thing.
Correct.
So how do you choose the correct dog or the correct animal?
So just like we all humans have different personalities, every dog has a unique personality. No two therapy dogs can be same. They cannot. So even in therapy dogs, you can have dogs of different personality, different temperaments. But there is a temperament test which we do before even training the dog, to see whether the dog has the aptitude to be on the field.
Oh my
It is like not every person, those who take science, can become a doctor. Right?
Definitely. Yes.
So not every person has that aptitude to reach there and to be just like that. Or even in dogs, like not all dogs can become service dogs or police dogs. Even though all dogs sniff, like every dog has the
Yes.
sniffing ability, but not all dogs can become sniffer dogs. Similarly, all dogs can sense, all animals, not just dogs, cats, dogs, horses, every animal has that sense to connect to a human being. But to respond to it or to go through that stressful process and to see how well or how quickly the dog is able to recompose himself and again be on track is important. So that's how we first have the temperament test. So if there are, say, if we meet 20 dogs, out of 20, not even 3 or 4 may actually convert to therapy dogs. So every dog, there will be a they'll be well trained. The dog would be like have good obedience. But to do this kind of work, there needs to be something more which we're looking for. So, and that thing is the willingness to interact with humans on their own, because that is one thing which we cannot force with a treat where you come and you interact with this person, you interact with this person. The bond or the attachment has to be by the dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
From within.
Yes. And if that is there, then the dog himself will try to go and seek that interaction.
Wow. Very nice learning.
Yes.
Great. So yes, coming back to you, Siddharth. Tell me, have you have taken animal assisted therapy? So can you share your experience?
I have actually, I was actually during Teachers' Day, me and my friend, we were assigned to assisted therapy, but it was difficult, little difficult, and because Rio, my school dog, he was not willing to do it. So
Okay.
that's why it was difficult.
Okay.
I learned about personal space,
Okay.
and I also learned that dogs get unconditional love.
Mhm.
They give us unconditional love.
Okay. Aakash uncle has many dogs.
Yes.
Can you name a few?
One, I met Uno,
Mm-hmm.
then Pearl, then I met Joey, then I met Gingy,
Oh,
then I met this another dog. His name is Astro.
Astro.
Then I met Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
I met only this much.
This much? I met only. There's so many. Tell me, who is your favorite out of those?
I think Gingy and Joey. And
Gingy and
actually, everyone is my favorite, but I like Gingy and Joey more.
Why?
Because Gingy is very interactive and interactive actually.
Mm-hmm.
She talks to me, then she does shake hand with me. I like Astro also because Astro is very affectionate.
You said Gingy talks to you.
Yes.
Can you explain?
When I ask her something, she answers that.
So you understand what she's answering? She or a he?
No, actually I spoke to Aakash sir that what do dogs talk. But he understands actually.
Oh, how sweet that is. This is really interesting.
Yes.
Okay, now we have spoken about dogs and your interest. Now we'll talk about something maybe which is not interesting for you. Which is the school subject that you like the most?
I like home science.
Okay.
Then I like computers.
Wow.
English.
English. Yes, I can see you are talking fluent, very amazing English. Probably you can start a next podcast. Definitely, na? Give me a high five. Next time, I want you to start a podcast and then we will be coming and answering your questions. Which is great.
I also want one pet.
Which one?
German Shepherd or Siberian Husky or Belgian Malinois.
Oh my god. Why is it that you like such huge animals?
They are like wolf dogs.
I know they're huge. I get so scared seeing them. I have two, I think, German Shepherds in my building, and whenever I'm going up or down through my lift, they keep barking at me. I don't know what is the problem.
I have a Doberman in my building and I get scared seeing him.
Yeah, that is the. See, to be very frank, I am very scared. Not just scared, I am terrified of dogs. But talking to you, I really feel that, I should experience maybe touching a dog
Yeah, actually, when I was young, I used to think that pet dogs don't bite, only stray dogs bite. But now I realize that some pet dogs do bite.
Correct, correct. Even I'm scared about that. So how? I mean, like my daughter, she wants a pet, and I'm working, so I'm not there at home. So how can you be safe, or how can you ensure safety? You can't.
So it depends on basically training the dog. It is about bringing up a dog in a very positive environment. It can be any dog, it can be an indie, it can be of any breed. But now what is lacking is one thing is like there are multiple things why dogs do bite or even pet dogs do bite. The reason for that is for a dog to get adjusted in our environment is difficult, right? Every dog, like I mentioned, has unique personality. Uh, there are different things, unethical breeding, because of which there are like some dogs tend to be more aggressive. Bring how you bring up a dog if there is uh, negative reinforcement in the house. If someone is just tying up the dog for say 5 hours and not looking at the dog, there is definitely going to be a pent up energy in the dog, and then it comes out in this form. So it depends on how you bring up a dog. The dog has to be brought up or should be made, the family should make sure that the dog is comfortable in the household, and that there should be no other like all these things in between where the dog is getting stressed and that's why the dog. So the dog will not bite unless something is provoked. Even on the streets, if there are dogs, unless you provoke, the dog will not bite. The dog will always give a sign before biting. It can be any dog. So without that trigger, the dog will not bite. So if and they can sense our body language. So it is all about how you are interacting with the dog. So if you show that calm, positive body language, the dog is not going to come and attack you. But if you're nervous, anxious, if you keep on moving or just if the dog feels threatened, the dog is definitely going to come and come closer to you. So,
I'm very, very sure the dog senses I'm so fearful that they start barking at me.
Actually, in SNPR marketplace, I saw a Rottweiler and he was off leash. He was huge and he was walking off leash and his owner was ahead of him. Then I got scared of him. Then I saw him, he was sniffing an infant. Then he went home.
Oh, scary, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. So, tell me, Siddharth, let's get on a lighter note. You watch TV,
Yes.
you see reels, mobile. Which, what do you watch on TV?
I watch cartoons, then TV shows, then movies. Tarak Mehta.
Oh, all children are that. It is still on.
Yes,
Is it still on? Okay.
But nowadays, the old episodes were good, but nowadays it is not that interesting and the characters have been recast. Except Jethalal, some characters have been recast.
Which is everyone. My daughter also watches. Used to watch. Now though, what? Some Korean what?
K-drama.
K-drama. There you go.
Mother and sister watches K-drama.
So you don't like it?
No, I don't like K-drama, but I only like from K-drama I only like Squid Game.
Woo! Have you watched Squid Game?
No, I only watched the first season.
I saw. I didn't like it. I don't like that blood and this fights and all these. I just saw one episode and I was like, no, I don't want to watch this. So you like it, or you? It's okay to watch.
It is okay, but I didn't like the ending actually.
I didn't reach the end. What was the ending?
The
Okay,
main character dies actually.
Acha, I have no idea. This is interesting to know. I think I'll watch it. Okay, and what do you watch on mobile? I'm very interested to know this.
YouTube
Mm-hmm.
about gaming, then I watch reels on Insta, about very funny reels.
Funny reels.
I watch dog videos also.
Okay. So the mobile algorithm must have already got to know what you like. So you keep seeing, you keep getting those kind of videos
Yes.
already. Nice. So in a situation where suppose the animal has got anxious or out of control, how do you, and maybe that animal can attack the child. So how do you take care of that situation?
So during when I mentioned that in a session there is always a therapist, a handler, and a therapy dog. So the role of the therapy dog handler or the handler who is there is to see to it, is to completely look after the dog, his well-being, whether the dog is not getting hurt by any child, to see whether the dog is showing any stress signs. So even the therapist and the handler, when we conduct a course, uh, everyone is trained to understand the dog body language, whether the dog is showing any stress signs, whether the dog is getting nervous, anxious, and accordingly the dog is given break in between. So and it can be stressful when the dog is working on field, and if there are 6 kids with autism, definitely the dog soaks in a lot of energy from the children. So we see to it that the dog's well-being is taken care of primarily. So the dog is given breaks in between if the dog feels like there is always a water bottle kept. And the one thing which we see to it is that the dog doesn't work for more than 2 hours in a day and once a week, because those are the guidelines that which we follow according to the international standards. And it is really stressful for dogs as well. But then to cope up with that, like the dog needs to have his own time in between as well.
So that's how you take care of the well-being
Yes.
of the dog as well.
And when we what we believe right from the start, we never use the dogs in the therapy setting. We always believe that they are our co-therapists, because without them the work is not going to be done, and they have equal amount of respect as a therapist needs to get, uh, be it in schools, be it wherever they are working. So we don't use them as a tool for the work. If the dog needs break, if the dog needs time, uh, it has to be respected, and that's how. So if even if the dog is not, so during sessions when we go and pick up a dog, and if we feel that the dog is not today, he is not in the space, we are happy to cancel the session because the dog is not well. So it's not like even the dog is unwell or under the weather, or if we are forcing the dog to work. So that thing is always taken into consideration, whether the dog is liking the job which the dog is doing.
Great, which is really important.
And even if someone is, say, there can be things where the children may not have impulse control, so the child may suddenly grab the dog or pull the ear or pull the tail, because younger children especially, they have a lot of impulse issues. So the dog is trained in a way where even this kind of rough touch, the dog is not going to react sharply or maybe snap immediately. The dog will just maybe flinch, move around, move back. And the therapist is always, the handler is always there to see to it that even if this happens, the dog is not going to get nervous or anxious after the episode.
Coming over to you, Siddharth, do you get upset?
Yes, actually.
And if I may know, why do you get upset?
Because I don't know why I get upset, but if I have a fight with my friends or if someone scolds me, then only I get upset. Or if someone hits me or teases me for no reason, then I get upset.
Perfect. So you know the reason, Siddharth. And what about your sister? Do you fight with her?
Yes, I do. Sometimes I fight with her.
Okay. So you fight on what? This is my t-shirt. You don't wear it.
Not that, actually, about room actually.
Ah.
Whenever she takes time to do something, so I get impatient about that.
She's a girl, no? We girls take a little time, no? That's why. Okay. And how do you with mama and papa at home? So how do you describe your relationship at home?
It is bittersweet.
Ah, perfect, perfect. So first you tell me why is it sweet. Then we'll talk about the bitter.
They help me and I help them.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it is because of that.
Mm-hmm. And why is it bitter?
Because sometimes I do something which they don't like. They also do something which I don't like.
Amazing, huh? Just I'm getting my answers to a lot of things which are like so perfect. Okay, now I have one interesting question which interests me also. So I love to travel. What about you?
Yes, I actually, I don't know, not really.
Mm-hmm. So you don't like to travel?
I would like to travel with my friends actually.
Okay, and which so you like to travel within Mumbai or you go somewhere out of Mumbai or out of India?
Actually, I've been out of India only 2 times,
Mm-hmm.
and out of Mumbai, I've been actually.
Mm-hmm.
And within Mumbai also, I've been.
Okay. So which two places you went out of Mumbai?
Singapore and Hong Kong.
Wow, Singapore and Hong Kong. I am still to explore those two places. So out of the two, which was your favorite? Or both?
Both.
Both? What was so exciting?
Singapore, it was Universal Studios, and Hong Kong, it was Disneyland.
Wow. Both very interesting, na?
Yes.
That is my next on my wish list. And which places in India have you been to?
I've been to Kolkata, then I've been to Jamshedpur, then I've been to Bangalore.
Wow, nice. So when you're traveling, so are you comfortable traveling? So you must have traveled in the train, you must have traveled by flight.
Actually, in flight it is okay, but in train it is not that okay because it is crowded.
So you don't like even I don't like her. But we have no choice now. We have to. So then how do you adjust yourself?
Just somehow I adjust.
Okay. So you're then comfortable.
Yes, and actually I've been to Goa also,
Wow. Very interesting place.
Ooty also.
Nice. Very beautiful. Both of those are very beautiful places. Goa is my favorite. I like Goa. You like Goa?
Yes, no, I don't know, but I like Goa actually.
Okay. So you like beaches or you like mountains or city?
City.
City. I like the beaches. So water fascinates me. But I only like to see it. I can't get into it. Nice. This is interesting. So flight, as you said, you're comfortable.
Yes, but only if I get cold, then it becomes little bit uncomfortable because when I was coming back to Mumbai, my eyes started paining because of cold, and it was like something that pin, like if a pin is
It's pricking.
yes pricking me, then that type of pain.
Oh, okay. So, talking about you having that pain and things like that. So, when you're unwell, are you able to communicate it to mama and papa?
Yes.
So, you feel. I mean, if you have fever or anything of that sort, you do tell mama and papa.
Yes. There's somehow no actually.
They somehow know. Nice, nice. Okay, we'll come back again with a few more questions because I have so many questions to ask you. I think this episode will not be enough. Let's come back to Akash sir. So I want to know about this bond. So an animal will also, once they start the therapy with a child, they must be, you know, connecting through a bond, and vice versa. The child also will be, then bonding with the animal. So how do you describe that? And don't you think, like, we humans, if we start liking someone, then we want that person? So how does that work? They also might be, maybe that animal also must be wanting that child only, and the child also must be wanting that animal. So is that?
So it's definitely the bond is created when we start working or working with a particular child or with a particular dog. But it is not required that the same dog needs to be there. We usually see to it that the same dog works with a particular child for a longer time because it helps in building that bond. But when the bond is formed, or when we are working with children with autism, basically, uh, the children seek that comfort in a dog. So it's not like a particular dog where, say, if it is Uno, it has to be Uno only, because all the therapy dogs are of equal, like they are all similar. So when the child builds that connect, or when the child is comfortable, it is because what the child needs is basically acceptance. For children with autism, the first thing which they want is acceptance, unconditional acceptance, which they don't get from the society, sometimes not even from the family. They constantly know that there is a kind of neglect. They are always second in the line if there needs to be that connect. And when a dog walks in a room, or when the dog is there, who is there unconditionally, the dog will not see whether you are a little severe, you are able to communicate. The dog is going to interact with all of them in the same way, and that's when the child has that connect or has that bond with the dog. So it is not about a particular dog. Say if it is Uno, the child has a special bond with Uno. The child has builds that with that breed or with that animal. If it is a cat, the child will build it with a cat. You can get 3 4 different cats every time. The child is going to the child is not going to say, "अच्छा आज Uno नहीं है, मैं नहीं खेलूंगा इसके साथ. I'll not interact." So it is basically with that uh, animal that the child is getting that bond. We never face that issue whether कि आज Uno नहीं है तो आज थोड़ा मैं कम interact करूंगा, that kind of a thing. So even with Siddharth, like when I used to go to his place, I used to keep taking different dogs according to the availability or according to the need. आज session में क्या करना है types. So it can. So he used to ask कि आज ये क्यों नहीं आया dog, but then he used to be like happy with whoever. With every new dog there is something new which comes in. So earlier I used to take Uno, but when I took Astro, he was fascinated by Astro. Or when so it changes and it differs, but he used to be happy with whoever I used to take. So the bond kind of a thing is where and dogs being so unconditional, it helps the child then to respond to the therapist in a session where we can see that. And then the entire for a normal therapy, for a child with autism, if say he's doing normal therapy, it is just one-on-one where there is a therapist and the child. So whatever the therapist is saying, the child is going to respond. But in animal assisted therapy, it becomes a six-way kind of a communication where the dog is maybe interacting with the child is reciprocating it. Because the dog went and licked, there is a smile on the child's face. So there is like emotional expression. The therapist then sees that and then again talks to the child. The child responds to the therapist. The therapist is constantly interacting with the dog is again doing it. So it becomes very fluid in the interaction where it is not just one dimensional, but then it helps the child also to respond to both. And most of the times what we have seen is that the dog takes the session forward because the dog is working on field. The dog knows now that what needs to be done, and then the role of the therapist is just to guide how the dog takes it forward. So
Also, do you think children on the autism spectrum express more through this therapy? So, have you had an experience where a non-verbal child has become verbal after animal assisted therapy?
so definitely, like for kids with autism, what we have seen is they like AAT benefits a little more, because then the complexity is a little more as compared to uh, other disabilities. Say, so we work with all kind of kids. There are kids with Down syndrome, kids with autism, with mental retardation. But what I found for children with autism is that uh, their hyperactivity is reduced to a larger extent when they are interacting with the dog. Their focus improves. Their willingness to be in that setting. Uh, Say if the kid is hyperactive and it barely sits for a couple of minutes in one place. Uh, After a few sessions, if the child is able to sit for 20 minutes and is enjoying that interaction, so it doesn't feel like therapy for them, because for them therapy is like you have to forcefully sit here for half an hour, and in that half an hour things need to be done, because then because of the restriction of time, again they have to go to different therapies. The parent is behind you, the therapist is like, so it is on a very strict timeline. But here it is so fluid that for them it doesn't feel like therapy. For them it is like they get an opening where they are able to express how they want, and that's how we can see a change in these kids where and what we basically want is for them to explore more rather than someone pushing them in this therapy. Because in all other if therapies, there is always that push key, do this, do that. If there is physiotherapy, you have to do this activity for 5 times. But in AAT, if you say pick up the ball and throw it to the dog is not going to see कि आज बार हो गया मैं अभी नहीं करना. So the dog is going to be a part of it, and the child doesn't feel it as a therapy. And that's how we can see more better results with animal assisted therapy.
So with it comes with inflow, like it's a
Yes.
play
Yes.
sort of a
Correct. And then we have different activities. It's not limited to a particular activity where like the opportunity is vast. We can work on their speech, we can work on their confidence level, we can work on their emotional emotional well-being. So all these things can be worked on through dog in animal assisted therapy.
Yeah, Siddharth did tell us that he has gained a lot of benefits from the animal assisted therapy, which Aakash sir just mentioned. He's already given you the validation. Coming over to you, Siddharth, I have just recently got to know that you are an amazing swimmer.
Yes.
So, can you tell me about your swimming experience?
It is good, but sometimes if kids come and they start to play, so I get off the pool, then I start to walk in the society, or I go home.
Okay. So, how did you start swimming?
It was because actually after COVID, I just wanted to lose weight, so that's why I started swimming.
Okay. And then you started loving it.
Yes.
Okay. And what style of swimming do you?
I do freestyle.
You do freestyle. And you have a coach who teaches you, or you have just learned it?
I used to have a coach in the Vasanthia clubhouse, but in my society, I don't have any coach.
So you do it yourself,
Yes.
which is amazing. Also, I know you are a very good cook. So what all do you cook?
I cook a burger, then I cook chicken.
I think chicken is your favorite.
Yes.
And which is the best dish that you have cooked ever?
Actually, it is chicken meatball.
Chicken meat bowl. Oh,
Meatball.
meat bowl.
Ball, actually.
Balls. Oh, chicken meat balls. Okay. Now I get it. I don't eat chicken, so thoda excuse me.
I have also marinated tofu.
Tofu. Ah, he's gone on to vegetarian. Quick, huh? You've given me the option now.
Yes.
So when can I come for a meal? When can you prepare one for me?
When you will be free.
Oh.
So, Siddharth, do you want to tell about one instance when I'd come to your place and like you had an argument with your friend and you were really upset, and then we had
Actually, it was with my father, so
Acha.
it was just I had argument, then I was not in the mood. So after that, I at the end I apologized, then I cut to road. Actually, in the other day I said sorry. Aakash sir came with the dog. I said sorry. Then at the end I cut to road.
But because when Uno came, you felt a little better after, because you were really nervous during that time, and when Uno came, you forgot everything, and like you were not ready for first 10-15 minutes. But then because Uno was there, you were ready to do things.
Yes.
So Uno helped you calm down?
Actually, I got calmed down. When I was alone, then sir came to me. I said sorry. Then I went down with him. Then I cut Uno. Then everything was okay.
So in general, if I may ask, do you feel happier and calmer with animals?
Yes.
You do.
Sometimes not. Sometimes I get happy. Sometimes meltdown happens to me.
Okay. Like?
Like if someone scolds me, I get angry. Yes.
And how do you react when you get angry?
I start destroying things actually. Hmm.
Okay. Fine. Even I have. Yeah.
But then you go down and take a walk, and first thing, what do you look for when you go down in the building?
Dogs.
Dogs and cats.
Yes.
So you spoke about your board exams.
Yes.
So during your board exams, were you stressed? How did you handle your studies?
Actually, I studied. Then I took some break. Then again I studied. Then I played games with my friend. Then I studied only 2 times a day.
And you could finish.
Yes.
Your
And
portion.
my friend actually studied for 5 hours.
And you could finish it in how many hours?
I don't know. Actually. Some minutes actually.
Wow!
Minutes or only an hour.
2 hours a day and you used to be done, which is fabulous. So you used to like at that point of time only concentrate on studies. Brilliant. And how easy it is for you to write an exam? Do you feel anxiety?
Yes, sometimes I think I will fail and it will be not. I will not be happy. And what I do now, my father taught me that in 7th when I was writing exam, he taught me that write the answers you know and which you don't know. I learned that I skip those questions and I write the answers which I know.
Fantastic. That's the best way to approach to a question paper. Whatever you know, quickly write first, and then later keep thinking about the answers that you don't know.
But for me, there were only two subjects which was most difficult for me. It was only Hindi and Marathi.
Okay. And then, if they were difficult for you, how did you cope with it?
I just tried that what answers I know, only write those answers.
Okay. And then you completed your boards.
Yes. Boards
Nice.
actually it was kind of easy because I dropped out Hindi and Marathi, so it was easier for me.
Fantastic. And
Last practical, we had to bring food actually. We had to make the food and we had to let the people taste. So they tasted it.
that is your area of interest.
Yes, it was good.
But I would like to congratulate you that you have finished your boards,
Thank you.
which is an amazing and a commendable achievement.
Yes, and
So now after this conversation, I've got to know your two areas of major interest. One is animals, two is food.
Yes.
Great.
Do you
great.
want to tell about your school,
Yes.
Aatman, and how Rio being in school helped you?
Yes.
it helped me actually. It helped me to be stress free from studies.
Okay.
So whenever he felt like he could go down, he could meet Rio. So being the dog being in a school helped. I could see, like, whenever I used to come, and if he even if he did not have AAT, he used to come. He used to interact. He used to come and tell, "Aaj ye hua, aaj wo hua." So what I have observed as in, because of that there is a dog in a school, Rio, who is a trained therapy dog. A lot of kids benefited because of the dog. Whenever they had a meltdown or whenever they felt like sharing something, kids used to come to Manjushri ma'am. They used to interact with her first. But after Rio came, the kids used to just, Manjushri ma'am used to be busy. Kids came, they used to interact with Rio and then they used to go. So or he used to go and he used to take Rio for a walk in between. So that helps the children to get that space whenever they feel a little low, whenever they feel like they need that connect, they used to come down, interact with the dog and go back again. So
Actually, in Aatman school, we were like second family.
Wow.
And in starting, even though I had problem with my class teacher, but in the end, she said sorry, and I also said sorry to her.
Such a simple solution to life. That yes.
And in the end, we had a nice Christmas party actually.
Wow. This is whatever you're talking is a dream.
And I remember that in my last two Christmas parties, I wore a Santa hat.
Oh wow. And what about those Santa Claus?
No,
You
I
didn't have that?
I didn't
You
have
just
that.
had the hat.
Yes.
I like the way you went out, or I like the way you take your breaks. So you know that, suppose you're upset, if I walk, if I go with an animal, I will feel better.
Yes.
So I will also find what gives me calm.
Yes.
You're giving me a lot of goals. Fabulous. Fantastic. And yes, as Siddharth has already given you all the whatever you have said, he has already ticked that yes, these are the benefits that he has experienced, isn't it, Siddharth? So, my question to you would be, what are the current initiatives that you have been taking?
So currently we are working in most of the schools with autism and like the top schools dealing with autism. So we are working at SRCC Children's Hospital. They have CASE, which is their school, special school. Then we are working with Jai Vakil Foundation, which is one of the oldest oldest special school in Mumbai. Then SPJ Sadhana, which is the number one special school in India right now, at Aatman Academy in Thane. Then recently we have started at Nair Hospital. So they have a school for autism where it is called Adi Special School, and we are working with only children with autism there. So these are the programs. So we are also working in Next School in Mulund. Yes.
Yeah.
So they have a special segment called Next Plus so it is an inclusive school, and Next Plus is the segment with which we are working there. So in Mumbai, these are the programs. We also have teams working in Pune, in Bangalore, in Delhi, Ahmedabad. So trying to increase the scope of work.
Expand.
Yes.
This is humongous and commendable. Amazing. I mean, yesterday somebody asked me that, what is the session that you're having? So I said animal assisted therapy we're going to talk about. So the first thing that the person asked me was, oh, is it really available in Mumbai? So I said, that's the reason we are doing this, so that there is awareness that yes, all these services are available, and please get the benefits out of it.
So I missed one more place. We are working at Aditya, which is a recreational center, and there it is for adults with various disabilities, and we also have adults with autism there, and it's been 10 years now that we are working there. So it's not a school setting. I mentioned all the schools, so it got missed. But at Aditya, so after say they become adults, especially for severe children with autism, all the parents have concern like what will they do. So Aditya is like a recreational plus vocational center. So all the kids come there. I usually say kids, but everyone is from 18 to 70. So all the adults come there, spend their entire day. From morning 11 to evening 5, they have their schedule. They have different activities, different things planned for them, and it's a wonderful setup that is there for all adults on the spectrum and with other disabilities too. So
Wow. Aakash sir just spoke about future.
Yes.
So I want to know from you, Siddharth, like, what are you planning? What do you want to be? What is your dream?
My dream job, it is like I am streaming games on YouTube and making money with that video.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
but it is not actually possible in reality. So either I want to become a chef, or I want to become a therapist, animal assisted therapist.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
People keep saying to me that I can do something dog related job, so that's why.
Wow. This is such clear vision that you have, which is amazing. So, Siddharth, tell me, you are a visual thinker or you're a mathematical mind? So how do you learn?
I learn by reading, actually by listening, then by remembering it by writing, then watching the video. In either in these 3 ways.
Perfect. Excellent. So I so don't want to end this session. I am so loving it, but we have our time constraints. Commendable. Siddharth, I cannot thank you enough for coming and talking to us today. You have given us immense eye-opening moments, and you have been commendable, and you're doing amazing. Let me tell you that. So thank you, Siddharth, for being here with us. And sir, your insights definitely first Meenal ma'am and now you. So to be very frank, even now, a lot of people don't know that animal assisted therapy is available, and there are benefits that can be, very helpful for children on the spectrum. So I would like to thank you all for this initiative and this kind of work that you all are doing. Thank you. Thank you. You all are changing lives.
Thank you.
Siddharth, you are already changing lives, and in future as well, you're going to rock.
Okay. Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you, both of you.
Thank you.